Well, after losing the Mets, we've been on a very good run with a couple of surprising results. However, I think that run is going to end in at least one of the two competitions we're playing in today. My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 71. And in hindsight, thinking about that comment, it could be a bit misleading, but what I meant was, today we're playing Porto in the Champions League, and then we're playing Nantes in League One, and Nantes is currently in third place. They are a very good team this year. On the other hand, we're a pretty good team ourselves. After Mets beat us 1-0 thanks to a late goal, we were away at Marseille and we drew with them 1-1 thanks to a Fernandez goal in the 28th minute. We were then home against Amiens and we beat them 1-0 thanks to a Frank penalty kick in the 30th minute. We were then away at Real Madrid and we beat them 2-0 in front of 93,000 people. Ronaldo Giraldez had a brace of goals, 41st and 50th minutes. This was a really solid game for us. This was very much Bastia football. Madrid had 23 shots, 11 on target, 6 off target, 3 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance. But they had 10 long shots. They had a slight possession advantage, and they really couldn't do a lot about it. They were playing a 4-4-2. I dropped the defense back a little bit. I didn't mark as tightly as I have been. We played a very short, not exactly up-tempo passing game. And we hit them on the counterattack. A lot of our attacks were very deliberate. A lot of back and forth passing to pull players out of position, crosses in. As you can see from the shots map, yeah, we had a lot of shots from outside the box. As a matter of fact, both, or at least one of this goal right here, the number 7 right there, Geraldo's shot was at the top of the D. It was very well struck. And our defense hung in tough. Ramirez on an 8-1. Flores, Cristiano, Ponzo, Almeida, and Gajikadia all on 7-2s or better. Well, Flores was on a 7-1. Geraldes was on an 8-8, but a lot of that was due to the 2 goals. It was just a solid, all-around good defensive effort. And to be honest, I'm very surprised we shut Madrid out. We were then home against Troyes, and we won 2-1 thanks to goals by Gajikadia and Zorzetto. And then we were away at Bordeaux, and we won 1-0 thanks to a Sante Comsania goal in the 74th minute. Champions League-wise, we are currently tied for first place on 4 points, but Porto has the goal differential. Madrid has yet to win a game. They've lost both games they played, which is interesting. League-wise, we're currently in 6th place, while we're tied for 5th place on 18 points. We're 2 points ahead of Montpellier and 4 points behind Nantes. Frank still leads us with 5 goals. Ronaldo Giraldez has a 7.15 rating to lead the team. Armand and Andre Soldevilla both have 2 assists. Andre Soldevilla is still a 90+% pass completion. Our 12 goals are the 10th highest. Our 9 goals are the 5th best. We're 6th highest in yellow cards, which for us is really, really good considering where we've been in the past. So we've got Porto coming up next, and then Nantes, and I got a little bit of juggling to do. As you can see, the games have been coming, not exactly fast and thick, but fast at least. We played Bordeaux 3 days ago. We're playing Porto today. We play Nantes 4 days from now, and then 6 days after that on Halloween, we play Guingamp. So, hopefully our streak will keep going. I'd be very happy if it did. I'm just looking for a credible result against Porto today. I'll take a draw. They're a very good team. They've got some very good players. Boubacar Kamara is a very good defensive back. I had him in my Palace save. Thierry Correa, who they had, is out on loan, I believe. Unavailable. Click that. Thierry Correa is a very good defensive right back. Is there anyone else I recognize? Van de Heuvel, that name sounds familiar. Though it shouldn't. Okay, they've got a very good striker up top. Okay, did he come through Porto? No, he was the Ajax kid. I scouted him way back when. Sorry, we're going off a little tangent here. I scouted this kid way back when the series first started, and Ajax wanted a lot more money than we could afford at the time. He went to PSG for $41.5 million. He didn't get a lot of starts there, but when he did, it was at Lazio on loan. He had 18 goals, 4 assists, 7 players in the match. And then they turned around and sold him They loaned him to Sporting, but Sporting didn't sign him, even though 12 goals, 2 assists, a 7.81 rating in 16 games. Turn around, Porto bought him for $53 million. Wow. Okay. So it's a good team. We got our work cut out for us. So I'm going to set the best 11, check the reserves, and we'll be back with our Champions League match against Porto in just a bit. Well, and we are playing our 4-3-3 today. Ramirez in goal, Magalhães, Ponzo, Zorzetto, and Flores as the defensive back four, Gajikadiev, Camp, and Heraldes as the midfielders, Frank and Armand as the attacking midfielders, and Fernandez up top as the strikers. Heraldes on the corner kick, Zorzetto hits the post and goes out. Spent a lot of time on set pieces in practice this week. Magalhães up to Frank. Back to Magalhães, who almost loses it. Over to Camp. Long pass to No on the right. He crosses it in, knocked away. Van de Heuvel. To Lozano. To Horta. Dispossessed by Heraldes. Nice job. No with the ball. Oh, he's dispossessed. Marinelli saves it. Goes back to Guino. To Berdar. Over to Horta, who loses it. Fernandez has a ball. It's over to Frank. One-on-one, and he hits it right at the keeper, and it's knocked away. That was a great opportunity, but Costa with a very nice save. About the only person on the team who wasn't exactly match fit was Mattis Flores. He was just below 90%, but I wanted to get him the start because I still don't have a lot of depth at defensive right back. Theory to Ferreira, over to Berdar. To Horta, taps it back to Ferreira, up to Guino, out to Guzman. He drives forward, but he's dispossessed by Zorzetto. Sends it over to Camp, to Heraldes. Back to Gajikadiev, to Camp, out to No on the right, who's in a little bit of space. Cuts inside. He's not the fastest. To Fernandez, rounds the keeper off. Costa, oh, and Kamara knocks it away. We've had two really good chances that... Camp, out into space. Costa has the ball. He sends it to Berdar. Up to Guzman. Sends it over to Horta. Cuts right, cross midfield, over to Lozano, who's got help on the right, but he sends it into Guzman. Flores is there. Lozano gets it and back posts it. Oh, that was nice by Porto. Flores made a play on the ball, but it was a nice low cross right to Lozano. That was well done. Kickoff highlight, Camp. To Heraldes. Out to No. Holds it up, drives forward, cuts inside, back out to Flores, who's dispossessed by Guzman. Ferreira has it. He holds onto it, sends it up to Guino. Over to Horta. To Lozano. Across the midfield. Now, Camp made a play on the ball, but Lozano got it back to Horta, to Guino, over to Guzman, top of the box, off the post, and Ramirez collects it. That was close. From a stats point of view, we've been the better squad. 10 shots, 5 on target. Well, they're 6 and 5. Okay, from a technical point of view, they've been better. They've hit the vast majority of their shots. The fact we've had 10 shots has been really, really good, though. Okay, boys. A little bit of passion here. Not so much. Flores is nervous. A lot of the guys are nervous. That is not good. Now, no highlights this second half. We're just over 60 minutes, so we're going to make a couple of changes here. Flores is going to come off. Kone is going to come on. Camp is going to come off. Cyprian Radulic is going to come on. Save our last sub here. We're going to go come off the positive and go to the attacking. Demand a little more from the guys. Now Heraldes is nervous. So is Fernandez. It's not good. And Heraldes is down to 64%. You know what? We'll get him off here. Bring on Comsiana. Come on, guys. You can get it back. Costa, out to Hanar. They're just going to hold on to the ball and play keep away. Up to Horta. Whistle's going to blow here, and it does. A 1-0 loss, thanks to a really nice Irving Lozano goal in the 44th minute. 14 shots, 9 on target, but only 4 in the second half. We had our chances. It's okay. We're still in second place in the group. Actually, that hasn't updated yet. But we should still be in second place in the group. Was a bit unlucky. Check the group out here in just a second. In other news, in our under-19 group, we've been doing really well. We've won one, lost one, and drawn one. Bayer has won both their games, but Porto's lost both of theirs. Well, Porto hasn't won any of theirs, and Madrid's gone 1-1 as well. So they're doing a really nice job. Edged out in a tight contest. That is very, very true. Well, we're still in second place. We're 2 points ahead of Bayer, which could be a critical game. Porto's 3 points ahead, and they've got the away win as well. But I don't know what the tiebreakers are in the Champions League, to be honest with you. But anyhow, we're going to forward to the Nantes game, and we'll be back with that in just a bit. 949 days. That breaks down to 2 years, 7 months, and 6 days. I'm going to tab over here to the other screen just so I have that correct. 2 years, 7 months, 6 days. Or 31 months, 6 days, including this last one. What is that? That is how many days between losses PSG had in League One. They lost on the 31st of March, 2024 to Olympique Lyon. Nope, I take that back. Right here, because they lost to Lyon again. Yep, they lost the 18th of February, 2024 to Olympique Lyon. I'm going to take out all the competitions here except League One. So here we go. February 18th, 2024. Here's the 24-25 season. No losses in League One. The 25-26 season. No losses in League One. The 26-27 season, they finally lost to Monaco on the 23rd of September. And it was a close-run game. I'm not quite sure why it's trying to load the game, but as you can see, Monaco got 2 goals in 6 minutes in the latter half of the game. And I was kind of gobsmacked when it happened. They went almost 1,000 days without a loss. That is just freaking insane. Most matches without losing, 94. Wow. Anyhow, we've got Nantes coming up. I'm going to set the reserves, check the best 11, and we'll see if we can't keep our own non-losing streak in League One going as well. Back in a bit. Well, I don't know why it didn't do it in the game against Porto, but the first time we scored a goal against Nantes, the video card crashed because apparently today NVIDIA pushed out another driver. So, after going through that and all that entailed, which included a restart, and I was panicked because I wasn't sure if I'd actually saved the game after the Porto match, I completely forgot to record our game against Nantes, which we drew. This was a good game. We had a lot of chances. I mean, 18 shots, 9 on target, 4 clear-cut chances, 2 half chances, only 3 long shots. Nantes had 14 and 7. Their defense, though, just really clamped down once we started getting close to the box. They really frustrated the attack. Morera had a couple of very nice saves. No had a shot that Morera saved. Ruiz had a shot that Herrera saved. Fernandez's goal was nice. He got it on a cross, headed it in. Morera blocked it, went right back to him when he put it in the goal. So Rossetto's goal came off a penalty kick. I'm really miffed I didn't record this because this is one of the better games I think we would have seen. You would have seen how well Nantes defended and how well we broke them down for the first 2/3 of the field. But it's that last third that matters. And they did enough to draw. So they had 2 first-half goals. We had a goal right before half, and then there was a Risotto goal in the 79th minute. So as a result, we are still in 5th place on 19 points. Knots is 4 points ahead of us. And what we're going to do is come back for the Bayern game. At the moment, Porto leads the group. We're in 2nd place. Porto's playing Madrid, which I think they'll win because Madrid is just not doing well. And even if they don't win, we'd still have to beat Bayern to pull even with them, which I don't know that that's going to happen. Bayern's got a good team. But I think if Porto, no matter what happens, I think I have this right. No matter what happens, as long as if we draw with Porto or Porto wins, they go to 8 or 10 and we stay at 4. If Bayern wins against Madrid, they jump ahead of us to 6. So when we play them, if we win, there's a decent chance. I'm trying to figure this out in my head, and it's literally like 12:30 in the morning. It's just not going to work. But anyhow, we're going to come back for the Bayern game, only because it's going to be critical for how the rest of the group goes. And then depending on what happens there, we might come back for. We're going to come back for Bayern and Lille, and depending on what happens there, we might come back for Madrid and Monaco. It all depends on what happens after this Porto game as well. So I'm really sorry about the second live comp. It's been one of those days, I just thought I'd kick back, relax, play a couple really nice games, and there were a couple really nice games, but I'm really kind of miffed that second one didn't get recorded. That said, if you have liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name's FM19, and you've been watching the Return on Gloria to SC Bastia, episode 71.